If you're wanting to start your dietitian online private practice, but you're dragging your feet, you're not alone. Today, I'm sharing 5 of the biggest regrets that our clients have shared when it comes to delaying getting started in their online dietitian private practice. I'm Libby Rothschild, founder of Dietitian Boss. We help registered dietitians start and grow their online business so that they can start helping more clients and making more money faster. The biggest regret by far that I hear over and over, and if you've listened to my podcast, Dietitian Boss, you've probably heard this too, and that's that our clients wish they started earlier. I've never had a client say, I wish I started later, right? Most of us wait too long, and that's why there's that 2 years of clinical myth I talk about all the time, because in school, we're told that we have to get more experience, but in reality, there are people that are looking to achieve health outcomes and they would love an expert like you to help transform them and help educate them and help inspire them. And it's our responsibilities as the #1 expert for food and nutrition professionals representing registered dietitians to put ourselves out there, build our online presence, and help people. The second biggest regret that I hear most of our clients share is not investing soon enough. And a lot of us feel that we can do this on our own and figure it out, but without direction and support and really focusing on identifying your roadblocks, such as a fixed mindset, it can take us a lot longer to get focused and reach our goals or even set goals. So a lot of the times when we invest in ourselves, we become more dedicated and more serious and more focused. And we also have, more often than not, a more clear path of how to get to the next step. So investing in yourself, for me personally, is a lifelong commitment. I invest in paying for coaches, peer groups, peer support networks. I invest in lifelong learning, conferences, events, courses, any opportunity that can help me learn more and enrich my character. And I also invest in my team, and I take them to conferences and support their growth and learning as well. So support and really supporting my staff is really helping support our clients, because our staff helps support you to reach your goals. So again, investing in yourself, much like how you paid for college, or maybe you had a loan or you had familial support for paying for college, that investment helped you become a dietitian, a registered dietitian, so you'd be eligible to sit in for your exam. And that's no different than business coaching and paying for a service like ours. It's going to be that roadmap, not just tactical in the sense of what to do when in a listicle form, but also the mindset and the ability to identify any roadblocks that are getting in your way. And that's a beautiful part about community and even entertaining the notion of coaching and what you might be able to do when you're able to learn to look from within and grow as a human. And that's just a transformative experience that I'm really excited that we can offer that here in our company. The third biggest regret when starting your dietitian private practice is lacking community. If you lack knowing people who are on the same journey or path, or who think somewhat in the same kind of mindset as you, that should be one of your first objectives, is to set a goal and connect with somebody who really sees things the way you do. For example, if you're aligned with body positivity, you want to find people in that space who kind of advocate for the same things you do. Or in private practice, you want to find other like-minded dietitians who want more than clinical, who want to design a life on their terms, who want to be able to build an online presence. And there's a whole community of us leveraging social. If you go on Instagram and you type in registered dietitian, RD chat, any one of those associated hashtags, you can easily find us. Going online and connecting with registered dietitians with efforts to find other people who were similar to me when I first started this journey actually helped me start my business. So #1, I was learning about the pains and experiences of my target market, registered dietitians, and I was also building community, and in turn, that really helped me accelerate my growth and my mindset. And I do have peers I connect with that are dietitians. I have peers that are fellow business owners and not dietitians, and I've got mentors and all kinds of people in my space that I've built over the years and nurtured those relationships, and that really falls under the community umbrella. So I would say if you don't have anyone that ticks that box, you can easily start by leveraging social to find those people and build a relationship with them. Now, if you know somebody outside of social that might fit that bill right now, I would suggest hopping on a call with them, shoot them a text message, ask if you can schedule a coffee chat, and make some time and energy to hold space, and ask how you can help support them on their journey and how you can hold each other accountable. The fourth biggest regret when starting your dietitian private practice is kind of I would say almost like a heading under the last one, and that's support from your colleagues. A lot of our clients wish that they had looked for supportive colleagues sooner. So you might find that if you enter a space, maybe it's even if you think of special interest groups or practice groups from the academy, there's the vegetarian special interest group, and there's even associations based on where you live, right? So I'm going to join the New Jersey Association. So within those groups, that doesn't mean that everybody is going to be in alignment with your goals and supportive. In fact, there's quite a lot of dietitians who aren't supportive. And that might be that they don't support your methodology, your framework, or your ideology, or they just don't support you going into private practice for various reasons. Because we're told to go into this trajectory where we go into our clinical death sentence and we work in a windowless office and we make very low pay. That's normal for what we're taught. So anyone that goes against that traditional path can be ostracized. And so if you're finding that people aren't supporting you in your journey, and they're not really giving you credit, and they're not saying encouraging things, and it happens even after having a gentle conversation with somebody and acknowledging what your needs are, that might be a sign that you need to look for more supportive colleagues. So I had said one of the biggest regrets is not finding a community, and to go more specific, it's finding a community of supportive people who, I'm not saying that they have to have achieved what you want, but they really should have that mindset that really supports where you're at right now and where you want to go. And that's going to mean a whole lot, because one of the human needs is to connect, and we want to find people we can connect with that understand and support the road we're going down. And the road in dietetics that's less traveled is absolutely starting your business. And that's just based on statistics, because according to the Academy of Nutrition and Compensation Survey Guide, less than 8% of dietitians own their own business. So it might be challenging, and it might take some extra effort to find people who are going to be supportive. And an easier, faster way to do that would be to join our program, because in our program, you'll find people alongside that you're working with who are supportive, and they all want to build their business. They want to grow. They want to be private practice operators. Some of them want to scale their company, and being around them and that energy is really going to help motivate and stimulate you, even on days when you're feeling not 100%, because that's the life of an entrepreneur. The fifth and final biggest regret that I see that's most common is forgetting to celebrate wins. What that means is the small wins, not necessarily sales, although that's important and that should be celebrated for sure. Process wins as well. For example, you showed your face on social media, you were able to post consistently, you connected with like-minded people, you're able to iterate and focus on your ideal client and your messaging. Anything that you can accomplish to work towards your goal that you've been able to tick off of your to-do list should be celebrated. And the more you're able to celebrate your progress, the more that you're really able to develop a stronger, a growth-oriented mindset. And so there's a lot of ways you can do this. Now, I'm a big fan of affirmations. So you can create custom affirmations and write them down and paste them on your wall. You can also, write them down in the morning when you're journaling. You can share them with friends. You can put them on your screensaver. There's so many different ways to have affirmations front and center. Affirmations meaning positive words you're telling yourself, such as, I will become a private practice operator. I am a future six-figure earner. I don't need 2 years of clinical experience. Any of those types of affirmations, again, customize it to what resonates with you, is really going to help you develop a stronger mindset. And when we have a strong mindset and when we focus on a growth-oriented mindset, we're able to achieve more and we're able to live a more aligned life doing what we love. And that's really important to stay focused. You can celebrate your wins by documenting them on a journal, by posting them on your wall. You could, maybe put them on Google Docs or some digital form, maybe in your notes in your phone. You can also verbally share them. So in our program, when you join our program, on our group coaching calls, we actually share wins. That's part of my process, is having people go around and verbally share wins or updates. And then another way we bake in wins would be typing them in our private community, and that every week you have an opportunity to share wins. So you can type them, you can verbally express them. There's many different versions. And then in our marketing, we showcase those wins all the time, both by clients that say, I want to increase my visibility, please share this. And it's a testimonial so we can all enjoy their wins together. And some of it's non-identifying, meaning I'm sharing one of their wins, but not releasing the information so you don't know whose win that is. And that could be a sale, it could be someone paying off student debt, it could be somebody participating in some philanthropy or giving back monies from their business to a cause that they believe in. It could be them showing their face. If you look on my highlights on Instagram, I will put on our highlights and reshare very often. If you use that hashtag and tag us at Dietitian Boss on Instagram, I'll give you a shout out and really help celebrate that you are showing up for yourself and you're showing up for your audience. And you might think that's a small win, but it's not. It's a huge win, because when you're one step closer to building the know, like, and trust factor and really creating rapport with the people who are following you and who might be interested in the services that you're offering, the more you're building your brand and the more that you're able to be seen and heard and make an impact, the greater chance you have of attracting clients. There's two main positive outcomes from showing up online. And the first one is being visible and really positioning yourself as an expert and representing the field of dietetics, positioning dietitians as the experts in food and nutrition. And the second would be growing your business in forms of monies and receiving payment and being able to make sales. So those two things, showing up and getting paid, become possible when you show your face. So celebrate your wins. I will help you if you're feeling insecure, and if you're feeling like you need some encouragement, make sure to show your face, tag us for accountability for a chance to be featured. If you've enjoyed this video, I want you to comment below on which regret stands out to you, and I want you to watch this video to continue feeling inspired.